What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel again. Considering the weekend we just had, I did not think I would be making this video this quickly, but yeah, as you can probably tell by the title, SNX or Synthetics has actually absolutely been flying today. I've taken profits on multiple accounts. I still have roughly 20% in the token. I cashed out a lot, and it's actually continued to fly even higher. And I expected to go much higher than it has so far. But I'll get a little bit into the technical side in the rest of the video. Yeah, excited to be making this video right now. As I said, we had uh, well, I think one of the biggest crashes, if not the biggest crash in crypto last Friday. Now, luckily, I always err on the side of caution, and I try to warn people that crypto is not always going to be a one-way up kind of asset, or basically all of crypto assets will not, nothing will be a straight shot up, including this token. So I'll talk a little bit about that in the rest of the video, and I'll reference my Twitter channel. I've posted on my channel today when I took profits, and yeah, let's just get into it. All right, here we are. So as I said, I posted it on my Twitter channel earlier today, and yeah, I referenced the video I made on October 6th out of the top of my head, and the video I made after that on October 8th, which was a few days ago, or roughly a week ago, basically. And yeah, so I was earlier this morning, I was up around 120%. I cashed out considerably, roughly 50% at that time. Prices continue to go up really quickly, and I was up on the remainder. I was up over 160%. I waited a little bit to see what happened, and it started pulling back. So at 157% is when I cashed out another big chunk. So roughly now, of my initial amount, there's still 20% left in. And as I'm making this video, it's up at around 190%. So it dipped down and it went back up even further. So very nice day, almost 2x on the initial amount at least. But considering the market we were in, I figured I'd cash out early, because I was more or less on the lines of it being a dead cat bounce. But I do still think that SNX growing is part of its fundamentals, and I talk about those in the earlier video. But basically, they're rebranding or reinventing themselves as a perp DEX back on Ethereum as a layer 1 token, and I think that is a golden move, as we can see in the token value right now. But considering how well Aster has done, how well Hype has done, I think the narrative for crypto in these next coming few months, at least the very big pumping tokens, will be perpetual or perp contracts, the DEX platforms which are offering leverage trading in a DeFi form. So I think that's pretty good. I think that the $1 million trading contest that they're doing, the amount of promotion they're doing, is working, and I still think the token is undervalued. Like I said, though, let's grab the chart real quick. Like I said, though, after such a big rise, considering where it came from on that dip, after such a big rise, like, we are seeing more selling pressure around this level. Volume has died down now. It is quite late in the day, even for me. So I think it's hard to tell, but I think tomorrow might be starting out with a little bit of a pullback. I might buy back, considering on where the price drops to, because I still, like I said, I still think this is a good, solid project. I think this is fundamentally still, nothing has changed since the last video other than it doing really well. Like we can see on the 7 days up 110%. But that's not accounting for this dip here, of course, because it's calculating before that. Actually, I'm wrong, because that is on the 7 days. So 7 day, that is 110% basically. So that's that's not bad. That's still not bad considering it came from even lower. So like I said, I roughly made from start to finish 160%, but that market cap is still below 1 billion. It has grown considerably, a large amount, but I still think it has a long way to go to even catch up to Aster, and even more so to Hype, with Hype being, I think, currently around $13 billion in market cap. I mean, this is tiny compared to that. Even if it goes up to halfway that's still a massive increase from now. So I personally, I'm going to watch for another dip to possibly buy back, but at least I secured massive profits today, and I think that is a win in any case. I'm not the only one that is into this token. I've spoken to people in the Discord. I've spoken to people privately that were in this, and yeah, I think it's unique. You don't get a lot of calls these days where we can safely assume something is going to do well. And I think, like I said, the narrative of it becoming a perp dex with its good marketing, I think we managed to caught this one because of it. Like, now you see today I saw a lot more people posting about SNX. I was one of the first. I'm not saying I will be every time, because that would be impossible, but I think we caught this one early, and I still think there is a lot of room left for growth in this. And I think it's going to blow up either sooner or later. I think it's a matter of time. I think it's still massively undervalued. All right, so if you disagree with me, if you think something completely different, if you think I'm missing out on something on this, because honestly, I think, like I said, there's even the market sentiment is very bullish. I have no reason why this should crash, and it is on Ethereum. Like, Ethereum still is, like, it still is bigger than BNB, a lot bigger, considering BNB was shortly the third biggest crypto again today. It did kind of get surpassed again with USDT, but still it flipped XRP again. So I was talking about this a while back, where BNB kind of was dragging its feet, and they completely recovered that, and BNB barely had issues with the crash. But I think Ethereum, even with all that, I mean, it's still a massive network, and I don't think we should disregard that. I think if Aster has the potential to go higher, I think SNX has the absolute same potential to do that, because it's argumentatively on a much bigger network than even BNB. I think it's more spread out with ownership of the network, but I think the volume on Ethereum is there to definitely push that token a lot higher. If we look at that at that billion-dollar market cap, billions of dollars of volume, actually, is what I should say. We only need a small portion of that in SNX to push that market cap much higher. So I think it's going to be a very exciting time on both SNX, also Aster. I own a portion of Aster as well. I think both of them are going to do really well, and I will do a follow-up video on Aster as well. But yeah, for this, I just wanted to post a little bit about this today. I think it's good to not only share the bad, I think it's also good to share the good, the profits that we've made. Maybe you followed along. If you did follow along, please let me know, because I'd love to hear about that. And at least know of a few people that did, and they were texting me today that's saying they had a good day. So that's always fun to hear. Of course, always do your own research, and that's also why I always ask if you agree with me or completely disagree with me. I think not one single person knows everything, but I'm just sharing what I'm doing. And yeah, feel free to let me know what you're doing. All right, I just wanted to do this little video. As I said, I think there's massive profits to be made still in SNX, and I'm waiting for a chance to buy back. Hopefully that happens. I could also be wrong, but I still have some skin in the game, so I'm not too worried about that as well. Profit is profit, and I think that's, especially considering what happened on Friday, I think it's good to secure profits. And I think there's always a next chance, another token, another dip we can buy, another chance, another asset we can take, let's say, advantage of, another asset we can profit of. All right, just wanted to do this video. Let me know what you guys think. If you like these videos, this content, please leave a like and subscribe. You would do me a massive favor. I am closing in on 500 subscribers, which I think is a huge milestone for me, considering I never really thought of opening a YouTube channel at first. So yeah, massive for me personally, and you would help me out a lot. All right, thank you all, and I'll see you on the next one.